When we are ruled by unhealed traumas and unhealed pains, it becomes very difficult to see life in we'll say, positive way. We are always then seeing life with this lens of pain in front of us. Just think of it as putting on a pair of sunglasses. So you're looking at the world through these sunglasses that are written with that story of pain and trauma that you're carrying inside. And so no matter what you're seeing around you, it's being filtered through this lens of this pain and trauma. So whether it's fear or anger or sadness or pain or whatever it is, you yourself are not having your own unbiased ability to just observe it. It's this other thing that's filtering through and saying, whoa, danger, danger, something to be scared of here. And now we're going to make a choice. Oh, or it's something to be angry about. Oh, now we're going to make a choice. Or pain, or sad, and now we're going to make a choice. When we are just letting those unhealed traumas run rampant in our life, they get to run the show. They are now deciding your life. This is what I mean when I talk about how it was when I realized that forgiving my abusers wasn't about them, it was about me. Because when I forgave them, it set me free from having that lens or those sunglasses of the pain of that abuse and trauma, filtering through everything in my life. And in essence, it was a very, clarifying moment when I saw that they might not still be abusing me, but I was now abusing myself with that pain and trauma from the abuses they'd done to me by allowing that to be how I viewed life. Because now it was still affecting me in my present moment in every area of my life because I was still holding on to it. And so then I was chained down, carrying this heavy load behind me all the time. And I was repressed and anxious and afraid and angry and resentful and just devoid of joy, and the spring in my step was gone, and just really burdened down, captive from these pains of the past. And so I just really want to encourage you to look at that trauma and pain inside and realize that just because you chose to leave toxic people or leave that toxic environment, to leave the abusive relationship, whatever it was, if you don't go in and heal that pain and trauma inside, to do that trauma work, to move into forgiveness, then it's still running the show, that trauma and pain. Just because we're not looking at it doesn't mean it's not running the show and clouding our life and affecting us in all these ways that we don't even realize because it's been a part of our life for so long. But let me tell you, when you actually take those glasses off, just think in life when if you went outside for all day and you've been wearing the sunglasses, but then you go inside and maybe you forget to take them off. And then when you take them off and you just realize how much you can actually see in the house now because you were walking around with the sunglasses on, and just how much different everything around you looks. It's like that when you are able to forgive or heal that trauma and pain inside and actually let it go. You can begin to see life as colored completely differently. And I'm not saying that it's as easy as taking off the glasses, but in essence, it could be. But I hear people say, how can you say that? I was abused for years. How can I just take it off? And my question to you is, why can't you? Why do you want to make it a long process? I mean, if you want to, go ahead. You can make it take 10, 20, 30 years, all these emotional struggle, this pain, this blood, sweat, and tears, counselors and this and programs and this and that and on and on. If you want to make it be this large, laborious work, you can. But if you want to make it just be a choice of taking off the glass, be whoa, I was abused. You look at it I was abused, this is what happened. You allow it to come up, you look at it, you feel it, and you're I'm healing it, I'm letting it go, I'm transmuting it, I'm choosing to forgive and allow it to flow away and removing that. And but these sunglasses are still here, right? You could still put them on, or you could just be I don't like this pair anymore. I'm going to put it over here in my, maybe keepsake bin, but I'm going to upgrade to some new sunglasses now because I'm choosing differently for my life. that was me back, for this period of time. But now I'm ready for this trend or this stage of my life, and I'm going to look through the world this way. And then you consciously choose to put on a different pair of sunglasses, and whatever you want to choose to, looking through the world with this lens of love and light and gratitude and appreciation. It is really our choice. And sometimes I think we feel that we owe it to the part of us that was so hurt and abused. Like we owe it to them to now, pay tribute to the pain that we experienced, and that by just making it this quick healing, that it's like not doing it justice. But what justice is it really serving you? How is it really helping you if for the next 5 years of your life you need to dedicate to like feeling through all that pain and paying it tribute and paying people to like help you and just really like feeling it and spending 5 years of your life just dwelling further into that pain and trauma? Like, is that really how you want to spend the next 5 years of your life? Like, if it is, go for it. But if you want to heal it and you don't want it to take excessive amount of time, you look at all the time of your life that you've quote unquote like given away to this pain and trauma. Like, you can choose today that you don't give any more of your time away to it. You can choose to it's right there. Lift that lid off of it, look at it, bring it up, feel it, and let it go. Heal it and transmute it. For sure, sometimes things will still come up over time. Maybe, as you find more of your center, more of a, when you create that safety within yourself, that you're able now to look at some of those pains and traumas, some of those ones that you really buried, they will come up, after you've made this new choice for your life. But they come up and then you remember, and then you feel it and you let it go. And then you go back to life with this still beautiful new outlook. It's not now that you now spend, years now looking at that, and you just allow these things to ebb and flow, and you trust the process, you trust the journey, and you realize that life's too short to spend it being chained to the abuses of our past. Look at it and choose to do something with it then. Allow yourself to heal it, bring it up, those pains, those traumas, those abuses from the past. Allow yourself to bring them up and look at them and heal them and forgive. And then if you feel like we want justice for it, if this isn't okay what they did, and I agree with you, it's not, then why don't you channel that instead of spending 5-10 years just delving in that pain and lying in that muck? Why not rise up from it and now do something about it? If you're a victim of domestic violence or childhood abuse like I was, why not now choose to stand up into advocacy for human rights or the rights of children or whatever area it is? Why don't you now channel that fire, that passion into helping others, rising up out of the similar circumstances, or calling for advocacy and change in laws and policies and whatever, and make that change? You can't change what happened to you, and sitting there ruminating over it for the next 5 years isn't going to change what happened to you, and more people are still going to have the same thing similar to you happen. Why not use your pain that you've now healed or are healing and use it to help others? And then that, in a way that gives purpose to that pain that we had, that experience that we had, and we use it and we turn it and we no, I'm not being quiet about this. It was not okay what you did, and I'm not okay with it happening to anyone else. So I'm going to rise up and I'm going to talk about what happened to me, or I'm going to stand up and I'm going to help this and this person out, or I'm going to advocate for this and this. Allow that energy that you could have spent, ruminating in that pain and being angry and resentful and depressed and anxious. That's a lot of energy. And so why don't you take that energy and utilize it as a fire to burn forward and blaze a new trail of healing for others, for yourself, for the world. Your life and you are a beautiful gift. Don't waste it. Don't throw it away in being locked in that prison of the abuse and pains, the way they wanted you to be. There is no prison. There is no key. You can step out at any time. Choose it. You deserve it, and the world deserves it. You're here for a reason. And don't let yourself be locked away in that false prison of pain and trauma. Come out of it and rise up and be who you're meant to be.